Welcome back to the adventure. Today we are preparing an old HP laptop for a future project. Here we are in the BIOS of this HP DV5000 laptop. The first order of business is to update the BIOS. Currently we are on version F13, and the latest available version is F24A. Many PCs that shipped with Windows XP and met the minimum requirements for Windows Vista had a BIOS update available that is needed before upgrading to Windows Vista. Without giving too much away, a future episode featuring this laptop may involve an operating system that is not Windows XP. The BIOS update package can be obtained from this website that is not HP's support site. We can then take that installer package and run it on the HP system. Here we are in the Mini XP environment from Hiren's boot CD. Do pay attention to these warnings. Definitely have the laptop plugged into power and the battery charged. Some BIOS updates will not start if there is a detected issue with the battery. I am ready to proceed, so I will click OK. And then click Yes to agree, and continue. This process looks smooth, and it should be, if the system is functioning correctly and the directions are followed. I have, in the past, had very anxiety-inducing experiences with BIOS updates. If there is any interest in hearing a personal story about a BIOS update gone wrong, let me know down in the comments. Back in the BIOS, we can confirm that the update was successful. And there is something new under video memory. It now says XP only. Neat. Next up, I want to run the hard drive self-test. The hard drive self-test built into the BIOS of many HP notebook computers that were manufactured after 2003 tests the condition and integrity of the hard drive. Many computer problems are related to soft failures of the hard drive. The comprehensive portion of the HP hard drive self-test repairs soft errors on the drive, but does not report the errors. To avoid investing time in this PC and later finding out the hardware is faulty, I want to check it now and replace the hardware if needed. The hard drive passed the self-test, so we are in good shape. Next, I want to test the memory using memtest86+, which is also available on the Hiren's boot CD. memtest86+ tests random access memory for errors by writing test patterns to most memory addresses, reading back the data, and comparing the data for errors. Each tries to verify that the RAM will accept and correctly retain arbitrary patterns of data written to it, and there are no errors where different bits of memory interact, and that there are no conflicts between memory addresses. After 2 passes, 0 errors were detected. I'm satisfied that the RAM is functioning correctly. Back in the Mini XP environment, I want to use Snappy to capture the hardware IDs for the devices so I can source drivers for them. When I talk about manually searching for drivers, I get questions on why I don't just use a tool like Snappy. There are several reasons for this. For this particular project, I need drivers that are for a different operating system. If there is some way to select the operating system that I want drivers for, and I'm just missing it, please let me know down in the comments. Secondly, Snappy isn't perfect. If it can't find a driver for whatever reason, I still need the skill of manually sourcing the driver. I also don't care for not having the option of vetting where the driver is being downloaded from. Don't get me wrong, Snappy is very convenient and will work well for the average user. If every user wanted absolute control over everything their computer does, we would all run Arch or Gentoo. Now that I have collected the hardware IDs, I can get to work finding the drivers. That's it for prepping this PC for our future project. Thanks for stopping by. See you next video.